Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got an absolute cracker for you. This is one I've been wanting to share with you for a long time, but just never really felt as if whether it'd be too difficult for you or too complicated to explain really. But it's such a great drill. I couldn't keep it to myself any longer. I'm a little bit surprised that I don't see it around on YouTube or even social media pages. I've never seen it anywhere else, but this is a drill where I got to learn about this drill during the 2010 Mosconi Cup, and I got it from Johan Rushing. So it's a drill where you sort of do need an opponent, and it's called the tennis drill. A great, great drill, one where you can be very competitive with it. You can play for small money, you can play for dinner, wherever you want, but you do get very competitive. And whenever we played the Mosconi Cups, we'd do this drill a lot. So I play against my opponents like Ralph Souquet, Niels Fine, all them guys. And then in the World Cup of Pool, myself and Carl Boys, we used to practice this all the time because it really does get you in stroke. This is why it's my favourite drill when you got an opponent. Anyway, I'll go into the rules and then I'll do some demonstrations. Right, so let's go into the rules. So first of all, it's first to 6 points, very important. But just like tennis, if it goes 5-5, you've got to get to 7. If it's 6-6, and it's a sudden death point. So usually I like to play best of 3 sets. If you've got more time and you want to make it if you're playing for quite a bit of money, you might play best of 5 sets like a major in tennis. But usually I play best of 3 sets. Try and find an opponent what's around your own level. It doesn't matter if you're a little bit better or is a little bit better. You can even handicap it. So you could give games handicap to your opponent. But it's a great game. So let's go straight into the rules here. So first of all, you will lag to see who's going to serve first. So let's say that I've won the lag, and I'm playing against my opponent. So first of all, my opponent will spot the ball from this middle diamond here. You see the middle diamond? So it wants to be about a chalk width off the rail, just like that. Don't be tight and try and cheat and try and get him too close like that. Be nice and generous and give them at least a chalk width off the rail. So just be nice and fair, and then it's just simple. Then you don't have to use a chalk to measure it every time. So that's where the starting ball is always going to start there, right? Obviously, if you're on this side, it'll be here. So this is my quarter here. So I have to serve from this quarter for the rest of the set, right? Very important to remember. And my opponent's the same. He has to serve or hit the cue ball, or the ball is going to strike to hit the object ball from that quarter all the time. So the object here is that you get 2 serves. So if I miss the first shot, I get a second serve. If I missed it again, I would lose the point. So I want to make it as easy as possible. So I want to get it right on the corner there. So now I need to make this 5 ball, and I've got to get the cue ball in this quarter here. Anywhere in this quarter. So then you're thinking, yeah, but there's no lines on the table. So you've got to visualize the lines. So for example, if I make the 5 ball and the cue ball comes short like that, all I'll do then is just get the cue just like this, bang it in the middle of the pockets, and then see if the cue ball's broke the line. As you can see there, it hasn't broke the line. So that means you'd lose the point, or you'd be second serve if you're starting the game. Right, but if it breaks the line, if it's like there, for example, you can just do this. Think, right, it's broke the line, so that's okay. And it's the same here as well. Very important. Coming down this line here, very important also. Again, you might make this shot, bounce off the rail, and the cue ball lands there. So again, just measure it this way and see if it's broke the line. If it's broke the line, then it's fine. That's good. That's very important to remember that. So I want to make the 5 ball, and I've got to try and get the cue ball anywhere in this quarter here. So if I land there, for example, obviously I've made the ball. Now it'd be my opponent's shot. So my opponent will get a ball out the pocket. So let's say it's the 5 ball, and he can put it anywhere in this quarter here. Very important to remember that. So I could put it there. That's like the easiest shot, but getting the cue ball back in this quarter is not so easy, so you might leave a little bit more angle. So I'll probably leave it there. Nice natural angle. I can make the cue ball and get this ball to come back here. So let's say I make the ball and the ball comes back here. So then it's my shot, right? So again, that ball's obviously gone in the pocket. So I get a ball out the pocket here. I can put it anywhere in this quarter. So same again, I would make this ball here and try and get the ball back over here. So then it'd be, obviously that ball's gone down into the pocket. My opponent's going to get a ball out the pocket and he'll just repeat that process. So he'll make the ball and try and get the 8 ball anywhere in this quarter here. So let's say that he makes it and that 8 ball comes there. So now it's my shot. That ball's gone down. I get a ball out the pocket. So now what I might do here, what I'm trying to look to do is that I might make this ball here and go 1, 2 and try and get this ball here. Because once that ball's gone down there, now it's my opponent's shot. Obviously he's got to play from this quarter, but look how difficult the shot is now. He's got to make that ball and he's got to land in this quarter here. So as you can see, very, very difficult. Like, it doesn't matter how you do it, long as this ball lands in this quarter, it's fine. So you could play this with a lot of left spin, for example, make it, the cue ball do this and land here. As long as it lands anywhere in this quarter, it's fine. So you can play this shot however you want. You can 4-rail it, you can bank it, whatever you want to do. But long as the ball you're striking, which is the 5 balls, the cue ball in this case, as long as it lands in this quarter, then it's fine. So I think you can get the gist of it now, and you can see what we're trying to do. So let's say that I win the point, so it's 1-0. So then, all you do then is start the next point. So all you do is spot the ball for your opponent. So it's 1-0 to me, and obviously he's probably going to start from there, and he'll start from there, try and make the 5, and come across here with the 7 ball, which is a cue ball, for the next shot, and then you just keep repeating that process. So it's just it's simple. Once you get into it and you understand the rules, very quickly you'll get into it and understand the rules, and you'll understand what such a great game it is, because you're always looking for those little traps for your opponent, but at the same time you're going to make sure you make the balls, because they're not easy. So like I said, it's great for getting in stroke. Definitely by far my favorite drill, especially when you've got an opponent, because it adds pressure to your practice, right? And if you're playing for a dinner or you're playing for small money, it's the perfect drill. And it will really get you in stroke, but it will also add that pressure, get you focused. And like I said, it's going to, every shot you can imagine is going to come up with this drill. So that's why I really love it. So anyway, I'll play a few demonstrations so that you really understand the concept of it. Right, so let's play a couple of games, try and get a couple of decent rallies so that you can really understand it better. So this is where I'm going to start from. Right, you see what's happened there? I've got very, very lucky, because what's happened is that I've hit the top of the net, let's say, obviously the knuckle in this case. It's gone on to this part of the net, let's say the knuckle, on the pool table, and it's come back, but as it broke the center line? And the answer is yes. So I've got very, very lucky there, which is perfect for this video, because this will happen sometime. So you'll be thinking, well, what does my opponent do now? Well, he's actually got a shot, I think. He could put the cue ball here. Again, as long as it's in this quarter, it's fine, right? As long as it breaks the line, it's fine. So I'm thinking, put it there. Obviously, that gives you a bigger angle. But I think the point is just slightly in the way here, so he's in quite a lot of trouble. Anyway, we'll try it anyway. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to try and make the 5. Right, so it turned out great, right? So again, I thought I got very lucky there, but actually I didn't. I ain't worried if I miss. I just want to show you what the game's about. Right, so that's good. It's in my quarter of the court. Right, so I'll try and put my opponent in trouble here. So what I'm going to try and do here is make the 2, just miss the side pocket, and try and get the purple 4 here. Okay, that looks really good. Again, as long as it breaks that line, it's fine. So I'll put my opponent in a bit of a bad spot here. So I've got to make this ball here and get back in this quarter. Oh, it's not bad. Okay, that worked out great. But again, I've still got the advantage here because the ball's close to the pocket. So this time I think I'm going to make the 2 ball and try and get the ball here. A little bit closer to the pocket. Just have that bit more variation, and that's turned out pretty good. So we're still on the first point here, but you can see what I've done here. I've got that ball closer to the pocket, so now obviously if that ball was frozen to the rail, it'd be more difficult to get back in this quarter here. Anyway, I won't be trying to be greedy here, just try and get back on my quarter. Okay, what's going to happen here? Oh, so that's no good. So it'd be 1-0. It'd be 1-0 to my opponent, unfortunately. But you could see there what a great rally it was. Anyway, let's do another. Right, so it's 1-0 to my opponent. So my opponent's going to serve now. Obviously, I'm on that side. So I'm playing against the ghost. So the ghost is going to serve. Okay, so the ghost has missed. That means he's got second serve. I sort of did that on a purpose, just to demonstrate. So second serve. Nice. So you see I've landed in the quarter. Anywhere in that quarter is nice. But remember, when you're serving, when it's your shot, it's always got to be inside this small quarter here. Right, let's try and make this as difficult as I can for my opponent. Okay. So yeah, I sort of snatched at that a little bit. So that would be another point to my opponent. So it would be 2-0 to my opponent, to the ghost. Right, so it'll be my serve. Right, not bad. Yeah, so you're just trying to make it as difficult as you can for your opponent. But you can probably see now what such a great drill it is for getting in stroke, but also you've got that competitive side to it as well. And that's all you do is just try and get back into your quarter. Get the ball out of the pocket. Always starting this quarter here. Need a bit more pace. What I was trying to do there is try and get that ball there. It's not too bad actually. I haven't really left much of an angle. So the ghost will have to power draw this. Okay, so he power drawed it, but look what happened. Didn't get it in his quarter of the table, so that will be 2-1. Right, so it's 2-1 to the ghost, and the ghost is to serve. Okay, I took a little bit off that because I want to get the cue ball as close as I can to that rail. So I won't try and do anything silly here. Yeah, just made sure that I keep the ball in play. Don't try and be greedy. And sometimes you build up some really long rallies as well. Okay, slightly overcut the ball. That's why I've lost the cue ball. Because I was trying to get the cue ball there. Okay, so I missed that. I tried to be a little bit greedy and I was trying to get the ball here. And it cost me. So it is easy sometimes, just get a little bit excited, get a little bit greedy. And that's 3-1 to the ghost, right? 3-1 to the ghost, and it's my serve. Yeah, so we'll play one set, and then hopefully after that you'll understand the rules. Yeah, and even if you want, you can both just use a cue ball. Like if you've got 2 cue balls, and then you don't feel like it's a distraction when you're playing a different coloured ball. Me personally, I don't really care which ball I shoot, really. I mean, use as a cue ball. Okay, just make sure that I've got that back there. Yeah, sometimes when it's sort of in between the rail and the line, it's actually not too bad because you don't leave too much angle, as you can see, and it's not easy from here. So here I'm just going to have to draw this straight back. Just got to be careful when you're doing that you don't scratch. Remember, if you scratch, you lose the point. Okay, so it's over the pocket here. Just got enough angle here so I can cheat the pocket as well. Okay, so I tried to be really greedy there, because what I was worried about there is that the cue ball's going to spin and it isn't going to get down here. So yeah, try to be a little bit greedy there, and I paid the price. So that's 3-2 to the ghost, and it's the ghost to serve. Yeah, just lost a bit of concentration there, which is easy to do. Forgot to make the ball, just trying to be greedy, creating an angle that wasn't there. Right, took a little bit off that. Just tried to get there with the cue ball. I'll try and do the same thing here. Just going to try and get the cue ball here. Just take a little bit of a risk. Okay, not too bad. Because what happens when you get these balls close to the rail like this, it takes a lot of options away from your opponent, because he can't get the ball here now. So that's the key. Okay, and paid the price. I got a really good ball there. So that's 3-3. Yep, very important. Very important. Right, so 3-3, my serve. Yeah, it's really great when you're getting those long rallies. It's a lot of fun. Start ramping up that pressure. Yeah, there I was trying to get here, you see, because if I get that ball frozen to that rail there, it leaves my opponent in a tough spot. Still not too bad. I haven't really left that natural angle so he can put the ball there. Coming here is not easy either. Probably still play this shot. So it's a power draw just off the side rail. Okay, a little bit too hard. Oh, it's not too bad actually. Died down a little bit. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. So you can see like the killer traps now. But you've always got a shot. That's what I do like. You've always got a shot. Well, it's very rare that you don't have a shot. Okay, look at this. Need a bit of help. Didn't get it. So that's 4-3. 4-3. And it's the ghost to serve. And what happens sometimes is that the ball will sort of get around this area here, And sometimes you might have to try and kick the ball in, or you might have to try and bank it, double bank it. Okay, so what happened there is that I was trying to be really, really greedy, and I paid the price for it. So 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. Tried to be really greedy there on that previous shot. Same again there. Took a chance. We having that second serving hand. I was just trying to get the ball there. Sometimes you can pay the price because now it's put a little bit of pressure on me. But sometimes when you're losing, you got to take that risk also. Yeah, we're just making sure there that I got the ball in play. Remember, it's the goat is on set points here. Yeah, can't really afford to take any more chances now. There you go, he's took a chance. As long as it breaks that line, it's fine, so that's pretty good. I need this to stay in it. Right, so you can see I got beat 6-3 there against the Ghost. Not easy. I tried to sort of variation the shots. Try to leave those traps, which is very important, because you will get situations where sometimes you get a situation where you're like this, right, and this is your ball. So you're like this. So obviously you can't make it in the corner because you're going to scratch. So you might have to kick at this ball. So you might have to come off the side rail, try and kick it in, or you could be like this, for example, and you might have to try and double bank it this way. So these A shots sometimes, even though you look completely dead. But I think you will agree. Hopefully you picked up the rules and you understand the game, because once you get into it and you play it against an opponent, it is a great game. And I hope you like it. Give it a go, and give me your feedback in the comments, and I'm pretty sure you're going to love it.